So what this is that there is an MQTT, like a Sparkplug B enabled MQTT broker, and all these edge of nodes are publishing data to that broker. Now, Litmus Edge is acting as an application that is going to read that data. So there could be sensors and devices that are communicating in Sparkplug B to the customers, whether it's UNS or they're just MQTT broker. And Litmus is now able to read that data and, of course, publish this outbound to other northbound sources, whether it's the cloud or in the OT and IT space. So what we've done here is essentially within the MQTT device type, we have a new Sparkplug client. Setup is pretty simple. The user just provides a name description. They can assign a client ID as well, and they just specify the address and the port for the MQTT broker that they're going to connect to. We have different authentication options for certification, username, namespace. So namespace is with Sparkplug B spec. With the MQTT topic breaking, the namespace is the first part of that topic structure. Even though we're in Sparkplug 3.0 spec, Sparkplug, part of the spec, they've still continued to use the version 1.0 namespace. In the future, we don't know if Sparkplug 4.0 will actually change the namespace, so we've given the user that option as well. Triggering rebirth, there's this concept of nbirth and debirth, and this is just us getting information from the broker to understand exactly what nodes and devices and metrics are available. So that option will be enabled there. And then there's other options depending on MQTT version and such as well. So this is just a connection that we have devices already connected. There's a couple tags, and just like how we have our other MQTT client connections, I can actually browse the broker and see what tags are available. This is just my browsing parameters, but we'll search for everything. And in this process, our driver is sending a command to the broker to get all that information, and we can actually break down and see within the group, within the node, and then select specific metrics that are available for those devices and tags, right? So if I need different tags, number of tags, these are all different devices that are available in the broker. So I can add these just like how we would do with normal browsing, and they get added as tags within Litmus Edge. They're going to follow our same device hub structure. So if I was just to take one of these and go into analytics and actually just subscribe to this. So this is all the tags from the 4 different devices that I have, and they're essentially, we're parsing the metric from the Sparkplug B N data and D data payloads and parsing them into our standard JSON payload here. Now, since this is in device hub format, we can add metadata, we can add contextualization, and we can publish this to other sources. What this enables us is there are customers asking for this specific driver because they have implemented Sparkplug B within their industrial environment. So we have we have customers with like Google MCE product, and then of course with systems like Ignition supporting Sparkplug B, we have another method of connectivity as well with those. Like the main use case I see of Sparkplug B is if you have like sensors, and these sensors like communicate MQTT, and you want to have a system where all I really need to do is make sure the sensor is online and publishing to the broker with the Sparkplug B spec, and then any client that wants to connect, they're able to see that broker with not as much setup as it used to be in the past. UNS aspect is happening at the broker level. With like the topic structure that they have, because it does break it down into like namespace, then group, then the node ID, then the group ID, and then we actually go a step further than some other clients and actually break it down all the way to the metric within that group. So when you add a tag, you're getting directly the the tag or the metric that is part of it. Where
Mm-hmm.
other tools like Ignition kind of stop is that, okay, they'll publish to a broker. Now
Mm,
that broker, if I want to send that data to the cloud, I
mm,
need to either build custom applications or use module or a pub sub module that I
mm-hmm.
need to buy additionally to be able to bridge that gap. Whereas
Mm,
Litmus, we have the cloud connectivity. So once that we get the data, we're able to even add more contextualization to it because Sparkplug B
mm,
doesn't, it's not adding metadata in the way that we add metadata where
mm,
I'm adding it to the tag payload, right? In Sparkplug
mm.
B, what we're getting as the tag structure is just value timestamp. So we can add additional details to that before it ends up in the cloud or other systems.